Hello and welcome to Yasa TV. Welcome back to the channel. We're here, we're back. Chelsea versus Burnley at Stamford Bridge on the 21st of February 2026 at 3 p.m. UK time. Now, obviously, I'm going to do a match preview. I'm going to preview the game, give you an idea of what I'm thinking, how we should go, lineups, all that kind of stuff. Before I do so, make sure to like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. We're only 7 subscribers away from 1.1k. Let's at least go on the way to 2k, and then let's keep hitting all the targets. Leave the comments, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what your score predictions are, who should start, who shouldn't. If you have anything that you're against or for, just let me know in the comments below. Do you know what I mean? I respond to all the comments, so just make sure you leave a comment below. And yeah, share the video as well. But let's get into it. Let's actually get into it. So we got Burnley, and hey, listen, I've already had some discussions with some Chelsea fans. Big up to Lewis every time. And for me, I've heard some people say start this person, start that person. Me, when I look at it, for me, it's always been a thing where I want to play a specific. I just want to go there strong, get the win, and the minute you have beaten a team, you just go there and actually go and get the result, and then you can rest your place. Let me screen share my monitor. Here we go. So this is our current form. We got 4 wins, 1 draw, which is the last game against Leeds. And Burnley actually have 2 draws, 2 losses, and 1 win against Crystal Palace, which was actually a good comeback, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they were 2-0 down. Yeah, look, Larson scored 2 goals and then 3. Yeah, but yeah, Burnley scored 3 goals in the space of 7 hectic first half minutes. So within 7 minutes, as soon as they came back from half time, I guess Scott Parker doing his job, you know. But yeah, so we're facing Burnley. They are currently 19th on the table. Do you know what I mean? Currently in the relegation zone. They are 6 points away from West Ham. And West Ham are literally 3 points away from safety. So, and behind Nottingham Forest, who have Liverpool next. So it's a very important game for them if they can get a win. Of course, we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. But yeah, so this is the game we are looking at. We're currently 5th, 1 point behind Manchester United and 6 points behind Aston Villa. So this is also a very important win for us, considering the team we have after this is Arsenal. So we want to make sure we at least get a nice groove, you know what I'm saying, get a win and then get ready to go to the Emirates. Now, let's go and see what Liam Rossini has said and what his comments are. Liam Rossini has confirmed Marc Cucurella will miss the weekend clash with Burnley, but Cole Palmer and Reece James are both fit and available for selection. And I will talk about this later on. If you haven't seen my Marc Cucurella video where we found out he got a hamstring injury, and I'm pretty sure from what we've heard, he would have been out for the Burnley, Arsenal, Everton, and another game. Or Everton was 50-50, I don't know. But at this moment in time, it says that Liam Rossini said that I can't give an exact time frame or mark in terms of how long he's going to be out for. He suffered a hamstring injury just before halftime in the Leeds game. It's a real shame because he's an outstanding player and one of the best left backs in the world. You sometimes have to take that with a grain of salt because he calls everyone world class, but he's not actually wrong about Cucurella. You know what I'm saying? Very, very important player for us. But he says it's a shame not to have Marc Cucurella, but we have Heto and Gusto who can play on that side. I'm just really, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's about, listen, I want to see Hato on that side. Do you know what I mean? Gusto at left back isn't something you always want to see. Rossini also provided an update on skipper James and Palmer, with the duo's minutes carefully managed in recent weeks. Our head coach confirmed the pair both trained well at Cobham today, and barring any setbacks in our final training session, which would be tomorrow, this is filmed on Thursday, will both be available for selection. But this is the thing here. With recent calls based on day by day, in fact, it's not just those two, but how each player feels. At the moment, they are both fully fit and both available for selection. Now, are they fully fit? Or is it day by day? Sometimes these things don't make sense. But at this moment in time, he's saying they're fully fit and ready for selection. They both train really well today. With those two players, having them in the team makes a really strong side. So yeah. So that's the comments from the manager. Now we get into the comments. Now we also look. For me, going back to the Leeds game, I saw some really good football. I saw us bopping the ball about. I saw us do all these things, and then we lost the game within 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Our last game was actually against Hull in the FA Cup. But when I'm looking at league games, that should have been a game that we should have won comfortably. You know, we should have won that game comfortably. So me looking at it from that aspect, I feel like we should be like, I feel like we can actually finish this game off in the first half and then start resting all of our main players. I don't really want to take risks to drop points against Burnley and this, which makes our running at the end of the season way more important, and we must then win every single game. I don't like to be in those positions. I'd rather be ahead than be chasing and under pressure and all this stuff. If you don't have to be under pressure, there's no point putting yourself under pressure. So that's my stance when it comes to that. To give you guys an idea what I want the lineup to be like, let's go to our lineup builder. So obviously Mark Cucurella is injured, so we remove him and put in Gerard Hato. We put Mr. Fofana as right-sided centre-back, Mr. Saar as left-sided centre-back. I'm bringing back the skipper, Reece James, keeping my pivot the same. And this is how I'm going with my lineup. We can bring Pedro Neto off the bench. I think there's also a possibility of playing João Pedro in the 10, Mr. Delap up front. You can even so you can even do that. But Neto in the 10. I don't know. I think Neto in the 10 against Hull worked, but is it always gonna work? That's another question that you can ask yourself. But I really want to see these trio play with each other. And we already know that obviously Gittins is injured, and I'm not trying to see the other guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the lineup I would prefer to go with. João Pedro, I think, is already on 10 league goals, so that's also that's also something good. Let's see if we can keep his goal tally going. And yeah, like that would be my lineup. I want to see what Saar can keep doing. I think his cameo, his game against Hull was very, very good. I want to see more of what he can do in the Premier League. Our midfield pivot speaks for itself. Enzo Fernandez playing on the left worked for us so far this season. And he can also slot into our midfield on this side if Santos tucks in, which helps us as well. And I think for me, that's my lineup. I think Delap can come off the bench, do a job. Estaval, if he comes off, we can bring in Neto. But then I'd prefer Palmer to move out on the right and put Neto in the 10, because having him on the wings hasn't really been great this season anyway. So that's my options, innit? So that's also my lineup. Now, going back to going back to this before I obviously give my score prediction. I've already spoken about the Leeds game, and I think it was very disappointing. I think I was very comfortable watching the game, enjoyed watching the game, and then all of a sudden, my team's behind. I mean, the team's drawing. I think that was something that really annoyed me. Now, I didn't feel that annoyed for a bit, to be fair, and I think that was something that I just couldn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, bro. How am I so comfortable and then I'm throwing the game away in a way that I did, the way the team did, obviously. So, like for me, that was unacceptable. And I think this break will do someone like a Caicedo really well. I know, look, the Cucurella injury is quite disappointing, but at the same time, it's something that I think, yeah, big up to KG. He said this. It kind of come at the right time. It didn't come during the run-in. It didn't come like in that kind of period. So in that way, I'm grateful. But at the same time, you'd obviously want to have Cucurella. Look, Jarrell Hato so far throughout the season has been very up and down, but in recent times he's been playing well. So hopefully he can keep it going, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can keep on going. He got that recovery pace. He plays well defensively, but also a threat going forward. So listen, I want to see that more. And listen, like I said, I want to kill the game off in the first half, and then be comfortable in that second half. That's the type of person I am. If we need to, attack, if we need to go forward, we can do that. But if we don't need to, we could just pop the ball about, control the game, and leave with the result without exerting too much energy. That's always been my thing. If you need to go all out throughout the whole game, cool. But I don't expect that against the Burnley. Do you know what I mean? And I don't look. I'm not gonna disrespect Burnley and say, "Oh, I don't expect him to do anything." And da da da. But for me, with the way I've seen us play football, especially whether it's against Hull, whether it was against Charlton, whether it's against Leeds, whatever team it was, the way we play in football has been way better in recent times. The speed of which we are moving the ball, all these things has improved massively. So I hope we can actually put that into practice, but execute the plan completely. Which by that I mean not just attack, score the goals, take our chances, but also walk away with the win and a clean sheet. Do you know what I mean? Which is why I want to see Mamadou Sarr start. Do you know what I mean? What's the point of recalling a centre back from loan if you're not really gonna play him? Why not try something new? We already know what Chalaba can provide. We already know what Tosin can provide. We already know what all these other defenders can provide. So why not play him next to Fofana? And if he's a revelation, or if he's so really good, he can help us in this running, bro. Sometimes you need that individual that steps up in certain moments to help you out. So that's one of my things. And I want him to get consistent minutes before the Arsenal game because, you never know, bro. If it turns out really well, I watched him in the AFCON final. He was there. He was arguably, if not definitely, Senegal's best defender. So for me, I want to see what he can do for us, and just help us stabilize that defense a bit more. Besides that, like I said, I will go with a 3-0 win against Burnley, and João Pedro score, Palmer score, Esther. I don't really care who scores at this point in the season. I just want to see a win. I just want to get them wins consistently, build momentum, see better football, and actually build going forward. Do you know what I'm saying? Build a very good platform in terms of what we see on the pitch, in terms of consistency from the players and all that kind of stuff. I want to see us go forward. I don't want to stagnate and just don't know what to expect from my team. And I don't like those things. So that's what I want to see from my team. Like I said, 3-0. We're at home. Obviously, we want to make sure we win so that we can go to the next game with confidence and take down the Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how it is for me. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with my lineup? Do you agree with my score? prediction. Do you think we're winning or not? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, make sure you're liking the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. We're only 7 subscribers away from 1.1k, and I'm out.